Hello everyone, my name is Tyler and I'm one of the technicians here at MyComputerWorks. If you're watching this video, you may have just signed up for MCW Remote Tech Support. You're probably wondering what that means and you may even be a little nervous right now. That's understandable. Let me give you a little bit of a dive into what we're going to be doing and also set some expectations for what to expect when you get on call with one of the MCW technicians like myself. Now, when we first get on call with you, of course, we love to hear what your description is after we get past the intros. So please try to keep in mind or try to get your story and description ready for what your issue is. It'd be really good if you could be specific and give us specific details if possible. However, not everybody fully understands their technical issue, which is why they come to us. So if you don't have a full description, that is okay. Just know that the more descriptive that you can be about your issue, the better off the tech will be able to help you. That being said, after we get past what the issue is, it's time to get to resolving the issue, right? That's the best part. We use a connection program called Log Me In. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get connected to a tech, whether you're on a Mac computer or a Windows computer. Come on, guys, let's check it out. Okay, everyone, I'm really excited to jump right into this and show you guys the first time connection process, how it works, give you a little taste. But before we jump in, there's a couple things I want to let you know real quick. The first is we don't expect you to remember everything that you're shown in this video, right? This is more so just a little bit of a taste of what to expect when you get on call with a MyComputerWorks technician. We're hoping that you see a few things and they sink into your head and maybe, it doesn't feel so unfamiliar the first time we get connected. So that's the goal here. So you're not expected to remember everything in this video. The second thing I want everybody to remember as they're watching this is that your situation may be a little different. Your things may look a little different, or you may have a specific issue that doesn't allow you to connect this way. You may have something that arises that makes it so that we have to take a different approach, right? That's okay. Not every situation is going to be the same. You're going to have different niche issues here and there that are going to require very specific approaches. So if we run into that, we'll get to that when we get to that. This video is more so just to show you the basic, usual, most typical way that we connect with people on a daily basis. So that's what this is, more so than being an exact replica of how it's going to be for you. It could be a little bit different. With that being said, let's jump into it, and I'm going to start with Windows users. So when I call anybody, I always like to tell them to try to close everything out if they're working on anything, right? So let's say you have Word documents open or Excel spreadsheets. I'll usually, I'll always ask the client to close those out and save those. So I don't want you to lose anything, and there's a chance that once we get on, I may need to reboot the machine or run tools that could close things out. So just getting that out of the way right at the start, getting to the desktop screen, you're just going to look a little different. I'm sure you probably don't have the MyComputerWorks icon as your desktop background. If you do, that's awesome. But, it's going to look something like this. So this should look somewhat familiar. And once you have this open and you're just here at the main screen, you're signed in, right? So your computer's started, signed in at the main desktop screen. We're going to ask you typically to do one of two things. So we may have you pull the run window. Now the way that we pull this is with the keys on the keyboard. So one key that we have to use is the Windows key. So that's what this is the Windows key. That's what it looks like. And here's usually where it's located. It's usually located down in the bottom left area of your keyboard. And it's going to have 4 boxes to form like a window. Or it might say Win, which stands for window. Either way, same key, Windows key. I'm going to hold that key down, and we're going to tap the R key, like Robert. So that'll open up the run command. Now, so from there, we'll ask you to type some things in and to follow instructions, that method. But I want to show you where that's going to eventually lead you to, and that is online. Right, so some of you may recognize this. Now for Mac users, you can tune in right here because typically with Mac users, you're going to be using Google Chrome or Safari as your browser. So This is the approach we're going to have you take. And we may have Windows users do this too. It's just to open up your browser, whether it be Chrome, Firefox, Edge, Safari, whatever it may be, and type our connection page into the top here, right? So we'll have you type in www. Now I'm leaving all this stuff here. Now I don't go to any of these sites because this is a guest profile, but I want to leave these up because I want everybody to know. Sometimes when we get to this point, people get really confused. They see things showing up as we're typing this in. That's okay. That's normal. That's your history. Again, this is a guest profile, so it has no history, so it's just putting web pages up there. Yours is going to look different, like I explained earlier. But ultimately, what you need to know is we need to click up into this box, this search box here. Not this one. So the reason I'm showing this is because a lot of times we go through members who use a search engine like this, and there'll be a search engine box here. I would rather you type the website up in the top box here, right? So www.mcwhelp, H-E-L-P. Let me move my mouse out of the way so you guys can see. www.mcwhelp.net, right? .net. Once we have that in there, we'll press enter, and that'll bring us to the connect page. Now, I had mentioned that run window earlier. If we go to our page through that method, which we'll have Windows users do quite a bit, and again, we'll give you those instructions as you do it. Things are going to look a little different than what I just did. It's going to be a little bit different, but ultimately, this is where you're going to end up at this page. So the big key and the big takeaway from this, I guess, if we're going to have a key points part, is the website. That's really important. The www.mcwhelp.net. Why is that so important? Well, accuracy is everything when it comes to websites and web pages. When you're going to go to a website or a web page, you want to make sure you have it accurately typed in. If not, there's a chance it could take you to the wrong site, right? And that's bad. We don't want to go to the wrong site because that could put us in a dangerous situation. We could go to a website that's, who knows who owns it, who knows what's running on it, who knows what it's going to download from it. So accuracy is everything. So big takeaway here is the website, www, this part being the most important. I'll put it up on screen here, www.mcwhelp.net. You're going to hear your technician probably say it as many times as I just did in this video, because accuracy is everything. Again, with web pages, it's very important. So check twice, hit enter once, right? So double check that website before you hit enter. But once you have it accurately typed in and it takes you to the website, this is what it's going to look like right here, right? Once you get to this website, you're going to agree to the terms of service in the box here, right? So we're going to ask you to click on that and agree to the terms. You'll then be provided with a code that your technician will give you. Once you put your code in, it'll jump you to this page. You'll see your technician's name here. Right? Today I'll be helping myself. Go down to the bottom option here, log me in. Like I said, this is the most typical connection option that we use. This is how we typically do it. You'll get to the log me in screen, and you will be provided with a 6-digit code. That 6-digit code will change each time, right? So you don't have to remember this or write this down when it's given. We'll give it to you each time. And once you have that 6-digit number inside the box, you're going to click on Start Download. I hope you all saw that, but just in case you didn't, I'm going to hit Start Download again so you can see it one more time. All right, you guys see that? Small flash, very small, easy to miss, but that's a download. Now that file is downloaded, it's gone up to your download section. Now it's not always going to be this arrow here in the top right. Different browsers have different symbols. It might not look exactly like this, but it's usually a down arrow. Usually a down arrow for download. You can always click on that if it disappears. That's an issue I hear a lot from clients, is that they'll click on the Start Download and they see, oh, there it is, and then after a little bit, or if they accidentally click off, it disappears. That's okay. The key point to take away here is it's not to panic here. It's very easy to find that again. So you can either click on the arrow and pull that back up and look, that there they are, right? Or we might instruct you to press Control-J on the keyboard to go to your downloads window, and you'll see it there. Either way, no matter what we have you do, whether we have you click or do keyboard, the ultimate goal is to get to the file so that it can be opened. Now, there's a couple ways to open it. I think the easiest way, and the way I'm going to show you, is just to simply double click it quickly. So now that I've double clicked it, my computer's security, built-in security, is going to make sure that I want to allow this device, this program to allow your device to connect to me, right? So for me, I'm connecting my own device to my own device. So a bit silly, but in your situation, it's going to be connecting your device to my device so that I can work on your computer or whichever technician you're working with. So you'll press OK because we do want that. You'll get another pop-up. This one's going to ask, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Well, we do, yes, because we're going to be working on your computer, and there are changes that we're going to be making or need to make. Now we wait for the golden sound. And there's the golden sound. So the golden sound is that connection sound that lets the technician know that you were able to follow the steps and send the connection back to them so that they can finalize it with the pop-up that you're about to see. So we'll send one last pop-up over. This one, just letting you know what we're going to do, right? So we're going to control, view the desktop. We're going to be able to view system information, transfer, delete, overwrite, or copy files and folders. We're going to be able to reboot your system, run scripts, everything that we need to do to fix your computer and get it running and healthy again, right? Or whatever your issue may be. Maybe it's just a specific software or whatever. We will need to do all of these things, or may need to do any number of these things to fix your computer. Now, if you don't press OK in time, it's going to disappear. That's okay. I can send it back over, and then we can hit OK. So once the OK is pressed, now the connection is initiated and it is active and live. Right? You have a chat box here where you can chat with your tech. Hey, Ty. And we can chat back with you. It's pretty awesome. So that is the basic connection process, how we get connected to your computer. Again, there's going to be changes here and there depending on what your situation is, but this is kind of a basic coverage of Mac and Windows computers connection, remote connection process. So hopefully you guys remember a little bit of this. If not, that's okay. Don't worry about it. We are looking forward to talking to you and working on your issues. So we are going to walk you through it and make sure that it happens. Wow, that was a lot of information, right? But that's okay. We don't expect you to remember everything, right? When you get on call with your technician, it is more than okay to ask them to simplify or go back over something that they've already said, to review instructions with them so that you can make sure that you understand them. If you need descriptions on what certain icons look like, that's absolutely okay too. We will do whatever we can to make the process simpler on you. We even have a tool that allows us to view what you're seeing from your phone if you get stuck at any point in the connection process. So if all of this seemed really daunting and seems like a lot, I promise we can get you past that. We can get connected to your computer and we can get your issue resolved with just a little bit of instructions and working together. Once we're on there, we take over and get to the tech work. So look forward to working with you. Maybe it's going to be me that you get on call. You never know. I would love to work with any of you. But whatever technician you get here, they're going to be great. They're going to be able to help you out, resolve your issue. So again, looking forward to working with all of you. You guys have a great day and look out for that call.